that's one thing though. Like, you're never going to be able to pick the viral videos. Like, they're just gonna happen. They're the ones that are natural, and like I think that just really shows that like, yes, obviously the effort, consistency, and all of that is important, but at the
Yeah,
same time, like there is that little bit of chance, I guess, in there. But at the same time, is it chance, or do you think it's just
I think
I guess it's like more natural, I guess.
yeah. So there's a good balance. When I say consistent, like keeping it consistent and quality, I say that for the editing side. Once you've
Yeah.
already, but when it comes to like filming the video, that's when you want it to be as natural as you possibly can make it. Which is why when I'm interviewing people, if I can, like a lot of the time they want to know what the question is, but I try to ask them. Like I ask them first. I'm like, can I do the interview without telling you what the question is, so I can get your first reaction and their like straight up answer. So I always try to do that because that way their answer is going to be their first natural response, and then I'll get their natural, like my reaction will be the
Yo,
first reaction,
yeah.
not a fake reaction.
Yeah, I mean, like that's one thing. Like, have you ever like, but before doing that, did you ever like try and like maybe not like force it, but like you might have recorded it once and been like, that was a really good reaction, but like let's do it again, sort of thing. Like, have you ever tried that at all?
Yeah, there's been a couple videos where I'm like, I've done it, and then I'm like, oh, if you said this, we might be able to get a better reaction. But at the same time, I sort of feel like it's cheating because I upload the video and I'm like, I already knew what they were gonna say. It's a fake reaction. Like I'm pretending I'm all surprised with their answer, and even though like I knew what they were gonna
Yeah,
say, which I don't want to. I guess it's not really cheating, but at the same time, I want it to be as authentic as I possibly can, and like
yeah,
sort of. I guess it's sort of lying to my followers, which I don't want to do at all. So I
yeah,
definitely I don't do that anymore. I think I only did that for like one
yeah.
video,
And I mean,
but
like, the danger with that is like, if that works, then like you're gonna be more likely to do it again and do it again, and then
yeah,
now like I feel like it's one of those things as well, though. I feel like to an extent most people are able to subconsciously read into it a little bit. Like, I feel like maybe people are more drawn to the more natural ones, because like there's just something on like a deeper level that you can sort of tell when a video is fake or not. Like, there's
yeah,
obviously those, like, I hate the videos where like, it'll be some girl and their best friend or whatever. And it's like, oh, I'm gonna kiss my best friend.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
I mean, most
yeah,
of them, I'm pretty sure they're dating, and like the whole channel is filled with that. But like, there's a lot of things on TikTok that is very obviously fake. I don't necessarily think there's anything wrong with it, because I guess it's trying to be creative and like, abuse the system in a way. Which, I mean, at the end of the day, like, if you've got the opportunity to, I mean, effectively, if you use it right, to make free money, why wouldn't you? But
yeah,
like, at the same time, I mean, what I mean, I guess, like, once TikTok goes down, potentially, which is what we're actually going to get into next, like, what avenues are they going to be able to have? I feel like it'd be harder to, fake a whole video that's longer than 60 seconds.
yeah, definitely. Those type of people, which good on them, like they're having fun. It's going to be harder for them to get their audience across to other platforms like YouTube and Instagram for sure.
For sure. Now, going into that though, so, obviously with the rumors about TikTok being banned in Australia now, I haven't done that much research, and it's been more hearsay than
Yeah,
anything. Like, can you go into more detail about it? Like, I'm sure you've probably done more research than me, because I mean, I guess it affects you a little bit more.
yeah,
But
yeah.
can you go into that for us?
Yeah, sure. So I actually uploaded a YouTube video about 2 days ago. A little bit going into a little bit of depth. I didn't want to be too serious because I hate making a video serious. I always try to
Yeah,
make it funny. But pretty much China is able to access some of the private information, and I don't know if they have been like I don't think I have any reason to, but I think the Australian government and even the US government have sort of like found out about it, and they're not too happy because they want the private information secure. They don't want it to be accessed by the Chinese
yeah,
government. But in saying that, there's definitely a lot of reasons why. it won't be deleted. And I personally reckon it won't be banned. Sorry.
Yeah.
I don't reckon it will be. I know a lot of other people, a lot of my other TikTok friends, they don't reckon it will be. It's sort of, I reckon it's a lot of it is just rumor getting spread around the internet.
Yeah.
For starters, I'll give you a few reasons why I don't reckon it will be banned. The CEO of TikTok is in America. He's an American. And for sure, he does not want it banned. So he'll be doing everything in his power to make sure it stays. Another reason, let's see. So they actually can't take an app off your phone, like physically. So say they banned it, the only thing that they'll be able to do is take it off the App Store. So if you already had a phone, then it's going to be there still. Like, you know what I mean?
Similar to like, do you remember Flappy Bird back in the day?
Yes, exactly. The similar situation. I can't remember why that got taken down, but it already got taken off the App Store.
I think it's because I think someone killed someone over it. Like they were playing a game and like they were gonna beat their high score or something like that, and it was something ridiculous like that. But like either way, like they can only take it off the App Store, so effectively, like, I mean, phones with TikTok on it potentially could be worth more.
You never know if it gets to that point.
Yeah, but either way, like there's not going to be really much they can do about it. They can ban it from the App Store, but like most people would still have it. So I guess it would stop the growth of TikTok.
Yeah, potentially.
But like, will that single-handedly kill the app? And I mean, as you're saying, like, you know, the person, the CEO, like, you know, he's from America, like, obviously he wouldn't have any interest in trying to like getting that information, etc., etc. And I mean, I get that in the code of it that there's more information than any other app. Like, it gets more information than any other app. But at the same time, isn't that what you agree to when you download the app?
Yeah, so there's things you agree. Like, there's probably a list of terms and conditions which we've just pressed agree on, and we haven't even read it. So I guarantee no one reads the terms and conditions. So who knows what we're signing up to nowadays?
That's so true. I mean, like, honestly, like, I wouldn't be surprised if like one day someone just rocks up at my door and they're just like, all right, we're taking all of your assets and everything, and I'll be like, probably that random app that I downloaded from that ad.
Yeah, you agreed to it, but you just went along with it.
But I mean, like, that is one thing though. Like, people are so blind, and like I feel like that's why rumors and stuff are able to come out so easily now as well. Because like, if we actually read the terms and conditions and actually looked into what we were downloading, we'd have a better understanding of it. But like, most people don't really do that. They sort of just go off what other people say. And I mean, maybe not the same example, but like, one thing is like a daddy long leg spider. Would you say that they're poisonous?
No, but people think they are.
And like, the reason why...
No, the other way around. Sorry, they are, but they can't bite us. I think I can't remember.
Yeah, so that's what we've been told, and that's what we've been told. Like, coming down, and I'm sure our parents got told that, and their parents got told that. Now, I can't remember the exact like article I read about it, but basically, so they came like to Australia when like, you know, the English settled or whatever. And the reason why they thought they were like the most poisonous spider is because they were able to beat a redback spider in like a battle. So like, obviously you'd assume, you know, this spider won. The redback spider is pretty poisonous, like one of the most deadly. Of course this spider's gonna be more poisonous. But the thing is, like, I researched it. It's not actually even a spider. It's a different type of arachnid, and it's not even poisonous. And another thing as well, on Mythbusters in 2004, they actually proved that they can pierce your skin as well.
Oh, wow.
But like, that's just one thing. Like, I don't remember all the exact facts, but that's one thing. Like, the only reason most Australians believe that is because that's what we've been told growing up. And like, no one's ever questioned it. That's the thing. No one ever questions things that, you know, people have always said a lot and a lot. But I mean, that's another thing as well. Like, I don't know if you're familiar like with the Mandela Effect as well.
Yeah, I've heard of that. Yeah.
But like, maybe could even be a little bit of that. You never know.
Yeah, yeah, possibly, yeah, for sure.
But I mean, I feel like we went on a tangent there. TikTok.
Yeah. From TikTok to Daddy Long Legs.
I mean, like, I reckon it's a pretty good transition. You
Yeah,
know, there's many relations. Maybe you could make a TikTok about daddy long leg spiders, and that'd be an interesting interview question. See how many people think they're poisonous or not.
yeah,
I reckon the majority of people would say yes. Like, I actually asked someone the other day and they said no, and I'm like, oh, you've actually questioned stuff. But like,
yeah,
uh,
yeah, for sure.
but that's one thing though. Like, 100%. Like, I feel like we sort of just blindly follow other people. Like, in a sense, we're sheep.
Yeah, definitely. There's a lot of times I can relate to that for sure.
Like, it makes, I mean, like, for example, I mean, maybe not the same level, but like with this podcast, I mean, like, in a sense, I was a bit of a sheep. You know, I was like, yeah, I've got it all set up. You know, no worries.
Yeah,
And then problem after problem after problem. And it's like, why? And it's because I didn't ask the questions of what was going to go wrong.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Need to prepare for the worst.
But speaking of preparing for the worst, obviously, you know, you're pretty confident that TikTok won't go down, which I'm pretty confident about too. But in the event that it does, what's your plan?
Yeah. So I've already started to do a couple of things to get my followers across to my other platforms in case it does go down. And in a sense, I'm also using this as a chance to get my followers across anyway. So I think it's a good time to, because I mean it still could go down. So that's the reason. But pretty much I've been doing live streams on TikTok a lot more than I was. And in my live streams, I've just been explaining the situation to everyone that asked, because I named the live stream Australia's banning TikTok with a question mark. So people are obviously interested in that. They click on it, they ask in the chat, and I do a quick explanation. I just say China's up to some dodgy stuff, and Australia might be taking TikTok down potentially. And I always set a goal on my live streams. So, for instance, say I'm on 2,000 followers on Instagram, and I say, okay, by the end of this live stream, I want to be on 2,050. I think by setting the goal and giving the people like a chance to be a part of it, a part of the achievement, they get really into it. So a lot of them will go and actually follow and then come back to the live stream and like tell me they're followed. So I give them a shout out in the comments, and I found that like work a fair bit. I've done it to my YouTube as well, which is good. Like, it's good to get them involved, I reckon, which I try to do as much as I can.
I mean, like, that sense of community is one thing that is always nice. But I mean, like, effectively, like, you know, obviously, either way, you're gonna be wanting to move people to all these other platforms anyway.
Definitely.
In case you guys are blind, as you can see below, those are all of his thingamajigos socials. So if you haven't already followed him on all of them, go ahead. But